Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Paladin Piper. So a while back, around the time that I was doing my Buccaneer video, a viewer, subscriber, and friend, yes, I will call you a friend. I appreciate this guy. He's commented on many of my videos. Nathan is his name. Said, hey, have you ever done like a top 5 licorice video or something like licorice blend video? And I thought, no, but I need to do that. So all my licorice phobes, you might want to skip off of this one and we'll see you on the next one. But my licorice files unite and enjoy this video. Hope you liked the little clip in the beginning. That was from a Danish licorice factory that has some gourmet licorice, and I kind of did my little magic on it to make it look a little more vintage for you guys, because you know I love all things vintage. So, licorice and blends to me has just a special place in my heart, because I think because Velvet and Half were just so good early on in my piping career, and that aroma was so familiar to me, that it just shaped my pipe journey of who I am. So I have spent most of my piping journey looking for the perfect licorice blend, and I think I have found it. I kind of had to create it, but I think I found it. So I did 2 lists here for you guys. The first I did was the top pipe blends, and this is just my opinion. This is not an exhaustive list. I have definitely not tried every licorice blend out there, but I've tried a lot of them. And this is the top pipe blends with licorice, but it's based on, strength of the licorice in the blend. So not necessarily my favorite, and I'll tell you my favorites at the end. But the first one, and really these first 2 are tied, but that is Mixture 79 and Warhorse Green. Now, I've talked about this a little bit on my channel. I believe that Warhorse Green is what Mixture 79 should be. Mixture 79, when I first tried it years ago, was this bottom of your grandma's purse, floral, soapy concoction of nastiness. Then they changed the recipe a little bit and took a lot of the floral out. There's still a little bit in it, but it became much better, and they upped the licorice a little bit, maybe actually a lot. And now with Mixture 79, it is a chameleon. Well, for me, it is the only blend that changes smoke to smoke, pipe to pipe, day to day, hour to hour. I mean, it literally, I can have a bowl of Mixture 79 in the morning, and it is a wonderful vanilla root beer float with some licorice, that licorice root beer kind of taste. And I can have it a couple hours later, and it literally tastes like human vomit. I can have it in the morning in a corn cob, and it is gross. I can have it in the evening in a briar, and it's great. I can have it in the evening in a briar, and it's horrible. Or I can have it in a meerschaum, and it's wonderful. It is an enigma. So, but it does have a lot of licorice. So if you like licorice and you like the gall with, well, I would say, because the new stuff's not as floral, but if you like floral, then Mixture 79 is probably up your alley. I think where Warhorse Green improves upon it is I think, well, first of all, I think the toppings are a little higher quality, and I think that if I remember correctly, and I'll annotate here if I'm wrong, I think there's dark fired in it, and I don't normally like dark fired Kentucky, but in that type of a blend, it really shines. So definitely those are two heavy hitters in the licorice department. So the third one down is another blend that has changed, and you guys just saw me not too long ago recently do a kind of a quick review, is Solani Aged Burley Flake. And the old Solani had no licorice, and it was more kind of like chocolate with like a boozy kind of note that I didn't love as much. But the new stuff is really licorice and is really good, high quality, rich, pardon me, licorice that's just really good. So Solani Aged Burley Flake. And I'll just say that if I was a chaser of unicorn blends, which I am not, that sucker would be pounds deep in my cellar. And number 4 on the list is, of course, the Immortal, which I do have pounds of cellar in this in my pounds of tobacco, or pounds of this in my cellar. And that is half and half. Guys, people either hate a half and half or they love it. It's kind of like Mixture 79. To me, it's the quintessential licorice blend. Now, it has gone through a lot of iterations as well. The current Danish version, which is what's readily available, is lighter in flavor profile to me, but I do feel like the toppings are a little bit higher quality. And you get a little bit more cranberry with the licorice in there. Again, it's a unique profile if you haven't tried it. So, like I said, kind of love it or hate it. Next, which this is no longer made, but Peter Heinrichs took it over, and again, it's kind of a lighter quality, little less topped now, but it's again got some good licorice notes in it. Orlick Dark Strong Kentucky, and which is now called Peter Heinrichs Dark Strong. And that is a dark fire Kentucky Burley with a licorice on top, and it's really good. It's in these nice kind of coins. Next on the list is Edwards Buccaneer. That's the one you just saw me review. It's more of a vanilla licorice kind of I'm gonna say crossover. There's no lattice in it, but the licorice and the vanilla kind of trade off throughout the smoke. It's basically Edwards' take on BCA, in my opinion. So the next two are kind of unobtainium, in my opinion, but they did definitely have a very licorice ouzo type of topping, very high quality, very good. I had plenty of it. Some of it actually molded on me, and others I gave away just to share and be generous. But that is the Esoterica Ramsgate and Esoterica's Kingsbridge. Both were very good. I believe one was Virginia forward and the other one was Burley forward. I believe I liked Ramsgate a little bit better because I think it was more Burley forward. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that one. Next up, we have another Immortal blend, in my opinion, which I have pounds of in my cellar, and my wife just loves the room note of this. I mean, this is her favorite tobacco for room note, and that is Velvet. Velvet was predicated upon the licorice industry. At one point, Liggett & Myers purchased, or Spalding America, one of the two, purchased the entire licorice industry because they used it in Velvet. I mean, big deal. Velvet is wonderful. I actually oftentimes wish, and I'm going to try to add a little bit of Buccaneer to Velvet in the hopes of ticking up the licorice a little bit in Velvet, because sometimes I like that maple sugar to come through with more licorice. And then the next up, which is what is in this pipe. This is I am loving this little pipe. This is my Missouri Meerschaum Cherry Hardwood from Piper Ken, and I put my white stem on it. And that is Sir Walter Raleigh, regular. Very light profile in Sir Walter Raleigh regular. Some of you guys, if you're not big in detecting licorice, will not detect it, but it's there. Less so in the new version, the Danish version of Sir Walter Raleigh, a little bit more vinegar forward, a little less licorice, but it's still there. It's just much fainter. I get relit here. All right, and then the last two have licorice in them, but in very low amount, to the point of you got to be searching for it. And I do this. I search for licorice in blends because I like licorice. But this second to last one is Classic Burley Cake. Classic Burley Cake darn near overtook Sir Walter Raleigh, and I've not had the guts to mix it in my favorite blend, Codger Corner, but it's still probably going to happen. So Classic Burley Cake. And then another one that I liked, but I wish it would have had more licorice. Excuse me, rounding out the last one here is Wessex Burley Slice. Very well done in that blend, but very, very light. Again, hardly imperceptible if you're not looking for it. So, this is a long video. Sorry, guys. Top blends that I prefer with licorice. So my top blend, if you guys have followed my channel for any length of time, I put this blend in my Codger humidor and I drop licorice extract into the hygrometer stone to hydrate it. Yeah, I'm a licorice foul. That is Codger Corner that I've named Codger Corner. I'm sure it has been named other things throughout the years. I do not lay claim to that trademark at all, but and that is a mix of half and half and Sir Walter Raleigh 50-50. That is my favorite blend. I have pounds of that, and I will smoke pounds of that, and that is my blend. I love it. So, second, which this was a close second, and like I said, if this was not so unobtainium, it's strong, and so therefore it probably wouldn't overtake Codger Corner, but it would be darn close. Solani aged burley flake, the new recipe. Stuff's amazing, guys. Just amazing. Number 3 is Warhorse Green. Again, a very Warhorse Green's not super strong, but it's strong to me. And if I don't, that's like a deer. If I don't keep my nicotine levels up, nicotine tolerance up, then Warhorse Green can floor me. But really good and really good flavors as far as licorice. Next up would be Velvet. After that, again, these are ones that I enjoy the most, from best to least. Classic Burley Cake, Orlick Dark Strong Kentucky, Sir Walter Raleigh Regular, what I got in here tonight, Edwards Buccaneer, and I put this one before Wessex Burley Slice, and with my last one, and I put it because it's just such a chameleon, Mixture 79. There are times I love Mixture 79, and there are times it tastes vile, and I never know what's what. So, and then I didn't even put the esotericas on there because I'm not going to chase those things. Those are so enigmatic. It's like, why bother? But yeah, so there are my licorice blends. That's what I enjoy. Guys, if you've tried those and you like licorice, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I could talk about licorice all day. Matter of fact, I've even thought about now. You guys are probably like, stop with the licorice. I understand, but doing a Codger hour on licorice. So anyway, yeah, put your thoughts on licorice blends down in the comments. I can hear Curmudgeon Piper just with the pukey sign right now. But all right, guys. As always, we'll see you very soon on a Paladin Piper video. Take care.